throwing the stream back on just to see if Cadunes is around. Don't want to. Just showed up. I don't want to disappear on him completely, even though I'm not doing anything at the moment, which is kind of. Which I've got literally nothing to share on stream. But I figured if Cadunes is still up at what would be a ridiculous hour. Let's see. Yeah, it'd be like 6, 7 a.m. right there now for him. 6:45. So yeah, they're about 7 hours ahead. You remember that. I doubt he's around, but just in case he is, figured it's chillax, relax, and if in case anybody else has any interest in partaking in the stream, not that I know what I'm going to be streaming. Like, I'm legit just planning on doing RuneScape boring stuff. I just finished a film while eating. Alright. I don't know what's up with this bot. It's now started to auto-post to my stream chat what I'm doing. That doesn't make any sense. Why would anybody need that? They can already see what's happening. I'm just going to swap over to old school. Just going to leave whatever title that Kitsch gave it. Oh, her title doesn't swap over to my... It only affects the Twitch. It doesn't affect my YouTube. Offline. Oh, it says I'm offline. Changes you made will not be saved. Yeah, well. Password. Do I have caps locked? I don't know. Huh. Cool. There we go. I just flick that over. Okay, there we go. Set up, good to go. G2G. Kitch is heading to bed, so she won't be around like at all today. She was around for like 2 seconds, and then my douchebag friend was a dick. Scared her off. Just did NMZ, got 700k points while I was watching my film. So I'm pretty stoked on that. Still have a lot of food. I had to drink so much soda today, like way too much. I'm probably gonna be awake really late. I don't know. I don't have so much caffeine anymore because I've just been sick for so long, so I haven't been going out for my usual ridiculous amount of coffee addictions. And I'm not in school anymore. And I used to have like a daily coffee, at least one a day. I love my coffee, but now this caffeine has just been hitting me like a truck for the few that I've had while I've been sick for the last few months. And also I'm poor, so I can't really afford the coffee. I mean, it's like $1 at, like $2 at Tim Hortons, but it's not nearly as close. So I go to like a cafe that's nearby, and then I get like, you know, fancy coffees and such. said I was going to finish my wood cutting today. I needed to get, how many? 800 originally. Which obviously, right, done the 40 some so far today. 2 inventories worth, because I did some mining. I did some fishing. I gained 2 fishing levels. I gained a combat level and an attack level. And I'm 1 skill point shy of this. And I'm actually going to bail on this, because I'm not going to get this 800, because that takes about 8 hours. So I'm going to bail on that. I'm actually going to go mining, which is going to take slightly less time, probably still a couple hours. I think it was going to take like 2 hours. I might have spent less than, no, it was 2 hours for the fishing. I don't remember if I looked into how long it would take me to, let's calculate it. Mining, 72 to 73. 73 has nothing special about it. I just want to, pay dirt? No, pay dirt's not an option. Technically gives you like different experience for what it's identifying, but it looks like they don't have anything in here for the option of just any of that stuff. Huh. You think that I know pay dirt, like, but pay dirt gives you exactly like 30 experience or something like that per hit or something like that. And then when it identifies it, it gives you the experience for what ore it's identifying. So we'll say on average it's coal or better, right? Because it's always coal, gold, myth, or addy. I don't think I even get iron anymore. It's like the top 3 you can mine or something like that. I don't know. Or top 4 you can mine. Might always just do coal regardless. So I'm going to say coal. How many actions would that take? 800 actions. But it would be coal plus 30, which would put me at, what, like 80? That'd be like my low average would be 80 every single click, which is ridiculous. That'd be mithril every time. So 500 actions plus. Man, that's really good for AFKing, if that's really how these numbers are going to break down. I'm not entirely certain if that's accurate, though. I don't know. So it looks like I'll only need about 500 some more of those for whatchamacallit. Okay, sorry, I'm getting hit with a bunch of text. Chatting with one mate on Snapchat about PoE. He always sends me his solo self-found finds. He just got himself an essence, and then boom. Alright. Oh no, I killed my tree. So, a bit of wood cutting, then a fair bit of mining, and then a fair bit of smithing. I need 2 smithing levels, and I think I'll have more than enough stuff mined for that. I haven't actually looked at my bank at what I have for ores, but I've just gained like 3. I'll have gained 3 levels at least, I think. No, 2 levels. I went from 71 to, I'll be at 73 when I stop mining. And that should be more than enough to go from 66 to 68 is my plan. I wonder if my levels aren't super covered up from this UI, is it? No, they're perfectly uncovered. How brilliant. It's almost like it was planned. To be perfectly clear, it wasn't even remotely planned. Haha. What the hell is amethyst? Weird. Never even knew about it. Nice stream. Thanks. It's going to be a bunch of AFK grinding for multiple hours. Didn't think you'd be joining us as you're heading to bed in like 5 minutes. But right as soon as Kidoon showed up, I disappeared. So I wanted to jump back on and see if he was going to show up or not, even though I had nothing to show. Like, I'm just planning on doing a bunch of AFK grinding today. But Me? Oh no, if you were around moments prior, I was rambling about how I've had a ludicrous amount of soda. I had a bunch of mix at my house that's been sitting there for months, and it's clogging up my downstairs fridge. So I'm just trying to get rid of it so I can get some more room in there. So I drank a lot of soda, and I imagine, well, it's not as caffeinated as say like a coffee. It's still gonna ruin my body and keep me awake. And I've been going to bed at like 5 a.m. pretty consistently here. I've been killing my stream a lot earlier, but then just usually heading to bed around then. I'm out of films to watch. I watched Jurassic Park last night. However, I wasn't paying a ton of attention to it, but I've already seen it like 50 times, so I know exactly what's happening. I just look over occasionally to, see the awesome visuals and stuff. I was saving Big Fish for your visit. Stop saying Big Fish. And then I just finished watching This Is Where I Leave You. Oh, that's the other film that you just watched. Kind of watch a sci-fi film is where I'm at right now. I don't know what film I want to watch. Like, that is a sci-fi film, but I don't know anything about This Is Where I Leave You. Okay, I gotta go do some mining. Let down my friends a little bit. Oh, I need a house teleport. Snowpiercer. I've already seen Snowpiercer. While it is an okay film, it's not something I want to watch again and again and again. I mean, you gotta be what, like clue farming at that point, I imagine. Maybe just trying to get like medium clues from that. I've watched Snowpiercer multiple times. I don't think it's that great of a film. It's not a bad film. I haven't watched Blade Runner, the new one, more than once. I saw it once in the theaters. I would definitely rewatch the second one. I've rewatched the first one so many times already. Sunshine? You mean Sunshine like Little Miss Sunshine? Because I've actually seen that like a couple times as well. The first time I didn't know a lot of the actors. The second time I went back and rewatched it, I was surprised to see the server's already a bit congested. We'll see if this guy's... Yeah, screw it. I'll just take it from him preemptively. Mine. Sunshine. I feel like that's probably not the film I'm thinking of, but I watched a film. It was on like back when I was living in this house as a child. I guess like as a teenager. I had my like great grandmother's old TV, and it could only get, even no matter what you hooked into it, like it could only pull in 12 channels, like channel 2, which is French, all the way up to channel 13. Channel 11 being literally just the TV guide. And then you could sort of get some really, really staticky channels that I'd watch sometimes, but most of the time they wouldn't come through very well, like at all. Like you get no audio or you get no visuals. It was just bad. Why would you come to my side? There's nobody on the other side. It's clean. It's clear. And just whatever. But one of them was, yeah, I've seen Gattaca. I love Gattaca. Eugene Morrow. Well, I mean, Eugene was what, his middle name? What was his first name? I think Eugene was his middle name, right? Or was it his first name? It's got to be. It was his middle name, right? Eugene, short for eugenics, which was the entire basis of the film. Really good film. Very good film. And Jude Law, ooh, dead sexy back then. Kind of let himself go. Also good in AI, artificial intelligence. What do you know, Joe? And New Pope was actually really good. I loved the opening soundtrack to Young Pope. It was just the instrumental version of a song. The song's whatever, but the instrumental is really good. Just, I don't know, it's a really like enjoyable sound. It just goes so well with like his smug sort of demeanor. fairly good TV show. It kind of drags in the middle, but then it picks up near the end. I don't think I've seen Close Encounters. Wait, going back, so Sunshine, I used to watch a bunch of terrible movies late night. Like, there was this one where there was bugs, and there was two lesbian girls, and they ended up, like, having sex with a bug, and it was, like, in their pillow, and it was, like, causing them to have, like, I think it was, like, impregnating them or something like that, and I think it was given to the professor at one university gave it to the other, put it out in a box, like, out front of this one girl's dorm room to, like, get her, but then she ended up, passing it on to the other one. It was like, I don't know, it was weird. Anyway, I saw that one, then I saw the then I saw this other one where, like, the son was, what? Odd. What? Huh. Okay, what was I saying? Sorry, I got logged out. It was very odd. Right, the sun was coming closer to the earth, and then it was going to kill everyone. I think at the end of the film, it does kill everyone. They all, like, evaporate or burned or crisp or whatever. But one character, I think it wasn't the main character, it was, like, the main character's friend, best friend, was, like, going on massive, like, sex capades, screwing anyone and everything, and trying to make, like, he had it in a closet full of, like, photos or whatever, like, for his, like, fucked list, like, before the world ended. I saw that part of the film and then bailed, because it didn't really hold my attention. But that one was about the sun. The only film I ever managed to find anything else out about was a French film that was actually Korean, and that was Sympathy for Mr. Vengeance, which is up there. It's, like, one of my most favorite films. It's, like, top 3 probably. It's really good. But I managed to find that one somehow just by, like, talking to people and trying to, like, translate it through, like, 3 different fucking languages, and I eventually got to it. And yes, that's really good. But I don't think I've ever seen Children of Men, by the way. And I don't think I've seen Close Encounters. Those are just, I don't know, what, generic, like movies of, like, aliens or something. I've seen Aliens. Oh shit, I thought it was done for some reason. I don't know why I bailed on it. Children of Men. I don't. The film's familiar, like, name wise, but I couldn't tell you what the hell it's about. I honestly have no idea. I don't think I've seen Children of Men. What's it about? Give me a synopsis. I'm not just gonna blindly start keep on watching films that you recommend. Will I like it with my current? Oh, I'm gonna go backward then. Would I like it with my current interests? Like, am I in a mood for it? Right? Like, it's more than just generic. I would like it, yes or no. I don't always want to watch all the films I enjoyed. Okay, here's the worst at giving synopsises. Children of Men. Just saying its genre doesn't do shit for me. Julianne Moore, Clive Owen. I have no idea who any of these people are. It's a 2006 film. There was better films back then. That's a possibility. In 2027, in a chaotic world in which women have become somehow infertile, a former activist agrees. This isn't going to be like that terrible TV show where women are used for, like, giving birth to children and used as, like, a commodity. It's a book that now is, I think, a comment, like a TV show or something like that. This was a terrible book, just so bad. I couldn't give 2 shits about that. Okay, good, because Handmaid's was terrible. Oh, what a terrible, terrible read. However, the Western one where the roles are reversed and the guys are the commodity, damn, that one's dope. I had the book upstairs. I gotta remember what it was because it was actually a good read. Does mean don't read about it? A former activist agrees to help transport a miraculously pregnant woman to section. Oh, you know what? I think I've seen this film then. Never mind. Maybe I'll watch Waterworld. That's
from director Alfonso Cuarón.
Why are women infertile? Why do you think we can't make babies anymore?
What if your generation was the last one on Earth?
I need your help. Not for me, girl.
What if the most precious resource in the world
Show him.
was your only hope?
She's pregnant. They want your baby. We have to leave.
Get down!
We're almost there, Kate. We're almost there.
Children of Men.
It's a really bad trailer. What's on the volume? Was it super loud? Yeah, I definitely wasn't wearing my headphones, so yeah, it might be. That would probably be quite loud. I could hear it, and my headphones are over here, so if it's directly in your ears, might be. Oh, let's go smashing. Yeah, I could watch that. Okay, but then I'd have to kill my stream while I watch it. Like, I can't. Well, technically, I could go back to my other way of how I was doing things. I think I've made this available to be easily adjusted. Okay, you're fine. Just bail halfway through the conversation. Go to bed. It's cool. It's cool. You know, we're still just working out a plan, deliberating. But just bail. It's fine. Good night. Peace. I think that's something that OS Buddy has that this thing doesn't have. It would like give you a little like floating bubble of like, oh, you gain this much EXP or something. I could probably enable that somewhere, to be honest. Alright, maybe I'll look into this Children of Men. Maybe. You kidding me? Don't just server swap into a server and then assume you can take it. Come on. I mean, I'm going to be doing this for the wee bit, but then I'm coming back and I'm just going to rob everything out from under this guy. I'm going to fight him. These are mine. Hopefully somebody goes and fixes that. Nice. So I'm hunting after nuggets predominantly. Nuggets and mining experience. So it was like 630 some more actions. No. 400 some more actions, but that might have been 400 more actions of a full inventory going. Which would be ridiculous. Ridiculous. Somebody's trying to level up a kitten. By contrast, I'm going to get that quest cape in a couple days. Well, not a couple days. I have still Dragon Slayer 2 to do. Which means I think I need 70 smithing for that. So like 4 smithing levels, and I'm just going after 2 right now. Yeah, so the downside is while I'm streaming, I can't really acquire this film. And man, I'm having really bad luck with these things. I've gone through like 4 things already, and basically all I'm getting is 1 tick out of them. I don't know. I don't really need to be streaming right now. It's late at night. No one's really around, and I'm doing just super boring gaming stuff, which is why I usually just watch a bunch of media late at night and just, you know, do my boring stuff. Speaking of which, I actually actually haven't touched my Flash game at all today, or Maple Story, so I have like 3 different really auto-working, boring shit thing games to play at the moment. This thing would have reset today at 6 as well, but which means I'm just gonna have been sitting on like max energy on everything, which sucks. Before I do anything, gotta throw down my buffs. I just auto everything, including PvP. Whatever. It's 2009 type styles. PvP's pretty fast usually. Things are looking good so far. They haven't killed any of my backline. I managed to take out their tank +1 before they've taken out mine. I mean, I got a spottier cape too, but what's the point? At no point have I ever ran even remotely low on energy doing any of this. Oh shit. Right. So, you know, I have equivalent level right now, and we're both just popped our buff. Quite literally 100% RNG. Okay, but I'm also going to be AFKing. And winning. I am the one and only. Today is Thursday in game, which means I am trying to do these on heroic. Let's see if Forkinator gets replaced. Still nothing for him, man. I've got a guy who's a significantly higher level in my friends list, but he's always too far behind in gear progression to have it in his value. I need to get myself into a better guild in this game. That was that app, this app. Goddamn tryhards. I'm surprised this guy, he does all of his stuff is solo self-found hardcore in Path of Exile. Just like regular solo self-found league. In hardcore he doesn't do like hardcore league specific stuff. Just waits for it to eventually get dragged back into him. I tried playing with him, but I died like Act 9 to some stupid abyss thing that I'd spawned on me. And just my health went so fast. It sucks because I was tanky, I was doing damage, I was having no problems. I don't actually remember what my build was at all. It was my Pathfinder. He was really tanky. Yeah, it was my first and only Pathfinder I've ever made. I actually kind of enjoyed it. Just having the availability to always have all that extra, I don't know, really, really powerful flasks. Like, you just get so much tank out of it. And I was so self-on. I had no, like, offensive flasks at all. I just was a defense god with all that stuff. You know, your movement speed and stuff, but yeah. Just so strong. So strong. But it died. Terrible, terrible death. trying to get the final boss of this raid, and then I need a random spawned boss in a different raid, and a really easy one. And I farmed that one for so long and it just never came, so now I am doing this one. I just sort of gave up on the other one. I need both, but I also need 2 more legendary schematics from this other thing, Orlag, and it's just not happening. I think I did 1 PvP, right? I did 1 PvP, and then I've done... Now this will be 1 raid, and then I'll go do 1 expedition. I don't even know which expedition I should be doing, because one of them, I think, has a chance of maybe giving me Nostudu, like a good tank. Another good tank. Bobdom's alright, but he's not, like, top tier. And now that I've got a really good pet, I don't actually need the other one as badly, but it'd still be really nice. Oh, shit. Really, I missed out. Or I was slightly... Should be approaching that boss pretty soon. Raids take so long, even when you've got a legendary mount for your extra move speed, and it also increases your fight speed, stuff like that. So I've quickly made my legendary. I didn't do the normal strat of like getting a tier 3 epic, which is what it maxes out at. I got it only to tier 2 and then swapped over to the legendary. Ugh, I gotta stop getting these rubies. Usually people just drop them and keep going, but I'm a hoarder of sorts in game. But yeah, so I've got 5 quests and a mini quest to do, and then I can clear out like 100 items out of my quest tab, which would be oh so divine. 2 sets of testicles. Horse made of crystal, he patrolled the lands. Mr. Ningen Schnauzer and his perfect hand. Middle of his and his gallant. This is the boss. And no. The instant you kill it, if it pops up a menu to like capture it, that's what you want. You can increase that chance by getting yourself like a taming % chance. I have a legendary one that's giving me 20% chance, and for like a rune page for your character. You've got enchantments, which are kind of new to me because I stopped playing for a while. These are just like straight stat bonuses, and these are all legendaries, and these are the top tier, the last other tier. 200, which I'm about to hit. I'm about to unlock another one. You have your runes. These are your minor runes, these 2. So I got 20% capture rate and then a 20% experience rate, which are pretty good. What I'm going to start buying now is, unfortunately, these are all defensive, like all defensive. I even had another one that was going to give me, I've got 10% block and then 5% damage reduction. I had another one that was like 2.5% health, but I've always been really low health, so it's just a waste of my time. What I'm going to be doing is trying to get a few more of these. So like on the days that I'm trying to grind experience specifically, I'll have maybe 40% when I'm trying to capture a monster, like what I'm doing when I'm doing those raids. I can swap that in. It'll be a lot more active of swaps and stuff like that, but it's my intention to be able to have those options. Unfortunately, my guild is absolutely garbage. This is the 3rd best player. I'm the 2nd best, and this is the best. And he's got way too low of health, even though he's like, I don't know, I think he's trying to be a bait or something. I genuinely don't know, but it's kind of a drag on me. So I gotta leave this guild. And now that I have myself a legendary pet and a epic familiar, when I hit level 200, I should be good to go to leave this group and join another one. I'm also the guild's 2nd highest contributor in the entire guild, so in the entire guild's history, I believe, even of its existence. I've been with them since I got back. I'd been kicked out of my guild after I quit for like a year, but I snap back. Okay, I don't know if I'm full or not. Okay, I'm full. That pop-up's so annoying. It's nice because I like, you know, hearing the sounds and being able to know when I do it. Like, it's great for when I'm, you know, doing AFK and doing other things, but it screws you over when I'm playing HOTS. Like, I can't access my entire minimap. I can't see half of it, and if I need to go south, I'm screwed. Like, you can't click on the minimap at all when it pops up, so it has proven to be a bit annoying when I'm trying to play multiple games at once. But, you know, whatevs. Okay, what's my mining experience at? Anybody paying attention? Am I hitting that level? Meow meow. This is actually, I should have swapped, but I'm one away. I'm one level away from getting into a new server. Getting into the 1750 server, and I doubt there's as many people down below in a 1750 server, because that'll probably have just more people up top. I'm hoping. You always think that there won't be that many people in the 1250, and then the 1500, and then the 1750. You just always think you're getting into some type of a leader club, but until you reach like the 2K, it's basically, I imagine, all the same. Okay, I wanted to see if I have some. Oh, you know what? My herbalore, I think, is pretty close. I could just, like, go clean all those herbs that I've got from whatever. From my NMZ boxes all these times. I could just clean those right now and then swap servers. Oh, shit. I think I saw that guy. No, got it. Mine over. I think I saw that dude's thing change. Assumed it was mine. Okay, expedition done. I haven't been paying attention to any of the things that I'm getting out of this expedition at all. Yeah, not even remotely, so I wouldn't know if I've got anything legendary out of it. I've just got a really good drop rate, so there's always a chance. But today is pet capture day, so I care. It's the best pet capture day of the week. Every different day of the week has a different buff, and Thursday gives you 50% capture rate, which is the best you can get out of a daily buff on any of them. The other one's like Sunday with like 30%. Saturday with 30%. Saturday with 30%. Sunday's the best item find day with like 50% item find and 50% gold. Something like that. Gold doesn't matter, so I have so many, like 70 or so buffs of all of them. I just buy like 50 or 60 at a time. I've got over 3 mil. And I just always buy them when they're on sale. That's why one of my 4 buffs that you saw me clicking at the very start was a bit lower. I check the sales so rarely that when it gets low, I'll check it again. So yeah, this game doesn't always have expeditions going, but for now it does. My throat hurts. I feel like shit. I shouldn't have drank so much soda. Did I just empty the bags? I know I'd have to alt-tab twice to get to this one, to be honest. I don't think I clicked on anything else to the contrary. Nice. Okay, so now I need to join an Orlag clan, and then that way all my energy is going to be starting to regenerate. Because when it's all capped, you're just sort of sitting there screwed and nothing's regenerating. That's why I'm jumping through all of them. Usually I just pound through one of them completely, and then I could host them myself. Anyone can host them, but then you have to be the one to start it. So I'd rather just find somebody else's and then click ready and then let them deal with it. Oh, you know what? I meant to do the herblore, but nobody had been here for a while. I sort of had my own pick of things that last time, so I thought maybe I'd just be able to keep it. Turns out, nope. Shit, no. Legendary schematic, nope. One's here, might as well. Everything else is regenerating. Tomorrow's Friday in-game, and Friday is just the PvP one, so when I wake up, I'll already have max energy, 12 out of 12. Yeah, it's kind of nice to be in a guild that has 12 max energy. This guild's all about increasing like the energy gains. I think default you get 4 for raids, and they've increased it to 7. I like that though, because I gain about 6 or so in my sleep. And when I log back in, it's sort of like 1 every 2 hours. 1 energy every 2 hours. For raid. So when you have 4, you'd hit cap, even if you'd have to do one like right before, like you'd have to hit perfectly that reset point, and then you go to bed. 8 hours, you have to do it as soon as you wake up. I like to be able to go about my day and get to it whenever I want to get to it. I don't like it being a chore. This way, when it does hit capped, I can do more of them. So I want to find a nice high guild, but they can also like increase your experience gains. I'm getting slaughtered here. This guy's his own tank, which usually player tanks are super good. This is a legendary pet. Mine's rare or whatever, epic. This is legendary. That might be legend. I think, yeah, that's legendary, and that's just a really good one. That also might be legendary. So these guys got like 4 legendaries plus a solo tank, and I have the higher the rarity, the more stats that they pull from your character. All familiars are just like they have like a distribution of how many stats they pull off of your total score, and where they distribute it between like health, damage, and speed. So all of their legendaries. Ooh, what happened to my stream? We live? We good? Had a hiccup on my end. I don't know if that was global or not. Anyway, so all of his would have had like a 5% gain on all of mine, at least. Maybe it's 10%. Because I have, all 3 of these are epic. This one's legendary, and then there's me. This guy, they're just beating me. I don't know, another legendary. I think that was legendary. I'm not 100% certain. I don't honestly know how you make that one. I've never had the schematic for it, and I know that rainbow weapon is like a legendary boss's weapon from like raid 2, so I'm going to assume it's legendary, to be honest. Just throw that out there. So I'm just getting manhandled. I usually was doing this a lot higher, but that guild's so shitty. My character, as it on its own, can do much better, but boy, unfortunately, because of just the rest of this guild not being able to contribute very much, I can't increase this consistently any higher. Like, I can still just have this guy. If like my tank, my current front man dies, you just eat it. My character's not that high. Like I'm free to play, so I don't have like top tier stuff. Usually people just, you can spend a lot of money on this game and get yourself boosted to a lot higher. You can be buying boosts that are going to increase your item find by 3 times as much as I can get, or all these like capture rates like 3 times mine. At least you can be getting yourself like quick maximum. Just tons of stuff. You can get so much stuff if you spend money. Like all your accessories could be maxed out, and your pets could be maxed out. Mine are all level 0. Because that's super expensive as a free-to-play player. Where am I going here? I gotta get 2 more. This rock here. I could have done that rock, but I didn't really see how many I needed. And then I'm gonna clean herbs real quick. And by real quick, I mean not all that quick. Son of a bitch. This guy needs a shield to mine. Just ignore that weird guttural grunt. And hey, good looking. That's not at all where this ore goes. I'm just gonna grab all of these. A nugget. Some aluminium. Another nugget. No, whatever. I don't know why I said aluminum. It's like adamantite or something. Anyway, let's take a gander at my nugget count. It's not going to be 100, even close. 43. Kind of close, to be honest. It's gone up, obviously. It's not going to go down. I've already got the coal bag. I've already got the prospectors, so I don't have the bag upgrade size, but all I need is just 100 to get up here, and then everything else is just icing on the cake. What do I have? I used up all my mithril because I was doing stuff. These things, I think you get like, you need 2 times as many. Oh wait, is it like 2 inventories of this for 1 inventory of this, or is it 2 inventories of this for 1 inventory of this? I might need more coal. I don't have a ton of gold with goldsmithing gloves. I haven't created a tag for smithing. I don't even know how to change. If anybody knows how to change icons, let me know. I gotta like Google it. It's just gonna be the equivalent of left clicking on it. Anyway, herbs. I do not have the herb level to clean these yet, I don't think. I'm just gonna try. Oh! Maybe it was like 65 and because I was only 60 until a wee bit ago. And then every time I do these Snapdragon runs, I get to increase it. So I'm going to click deposit, and one of them, where did the clean cadet? Oh, apparently nifty. I don't know when I would have cleaned it, but don't make me finish this level off with like Harlander. It's just so slow. I just want to get 1 level so I can go unlock this next area. This just seemed like the quickest way to do it. However, I don't think I can do this. I'm nearly certain I can't. 67. Okay, so if I gain this one level I'm trying for, I can. But alas, until then, yeah, my gains are about to get cut down. Imagine this Harlander, yeah. Which means I'll probably end up having to do Terramin or something, even worse. How's my Ranar? Okay. Let's see how many I need to do here. 305, that fluctuates a fair bit though, I think, right? It didn't even move that time. 349, 378, 407. It's going up as I click it. 447. Okay, what? What kind of calculator is this thing using? I just want to know if this is even worth it, but this thing is kind of jumping all over the place. You know what I could do is I could go do another herb run right now, and that would give me some better herbs to clean. Significantly more HP, or herb gain, I don't know what the hell I used the word HP for. I'm just going to move these here and vendor them. I don't really need Harlander for anything anymore. I just sold like 1,000 combat potions, so I use these things to make anyway, as far as I can tell. And I just used them for the diary. I needed to make one out in the desert. What was I doing in this game? That was my last expedition. Let's do a gauntlet. And these ones I just do 5 and 5. 5 is the most it'll ever spend for you. But when I'm doing PvP, I do 4 because, you know, it divides into my 12 that they gave us. The other ones are only 11, so I just do 5, 5, and ignore the extra 1. I don't even care. that much, so I'm kind of wasting energy there. Farming. Let's change this back to 1. I cannot wait for that endless compost bucket. So last time I did this, I actually got one of my lowest yields yet without any plants dying. Hoping I can get better yields, which I'm starting off with, I think, a minimum. I think 6 might be literally the lowest you can get. With, like, the secateurs and just everything. I feel like that's literally as low as she goes. Oh, I need to grab an extra compost. I didn't grab enough. I'll grab one later. How many did I pull out? Just the 5. That's my old run number. I need to grab a couple more, I guess. Are you kidding me? 2 bushels of 6? Are these things not even being hit with this? No, this isn't getting me nearly as much Herbalore experience as I'd hoped for. Defeat? Bollocks. I can actually still lose these ones as well on this one. Not very consistently. I tend to win, but there's a chance. I don't know if I have a healer in here anymore. I had one, but this guy just has a better TS, so I just swapped him in. Well, this patch has at least surpassed the other ones by like 4 at least so far, and that'll be at least 5. Oh shit. Clicked on the wrong spot. One more. Oh, wow. Ooh. So this is a good patch. Kind of makes up for the other ones being super garbage. I don't know if it makes up enough for it, but we'll see. That's those 3. I think this is just farm attempt 2 for the day. Yeah, so I'll do the last one tomorrow. Or maybe right before I go to bed. I usually do one right before I go to bed and then keep it on and then do it when I wake up or whenever I log in the next day. So I just have the same gear on. 8. I think that's a fairly average number. Not great, not terrible. Yeah, like 8 times 7. That's alright, right? I mean, no, even still, that's like seems below average. Because I've been getting like high 60s. So I need like at least 9. What I was hoping was more average. Combined effects increased. Okay, wait. In general, the yield will be higher, around 20% higher on average. The combined effect increases expected yield per patch to about 8.6 herbs. Is this including 5 to 6? Yeah, so I got minimum herbs with that 2 patches in a row. So I guess I was really close with that 8 to 9 average, considering it's 8.6. That's just through my own Trial and error evidence. I think these give you like 10% more output. But that's only going to put me at, say if I get 8 more each, that'll put me at 16. See, that's 7. Again, below average. Fix my posture there. I wasn't feeling the tightness there. Poorly I was sitting. Didn't get enough herbs. Not enough herbs. No dead herbs though. When I had my first like couple days of herb runs, I had really bad luck where 4 patches died for me, and then one I saved. I think maybe of 5 might have died. I don't know. If I have good luck here, I won't be able to gather all of this before. I have to go talk to him. Boom. What are we counting that as? 95 still. So we hit 60, but we're probably going to get a low 60. Yeah, holy shit, this is pulling me to mid-60s. Damn, son. Don't know why I clicked on rake. Making me 155k profit from that run. Back to cleaning herbs. And then I'll just sell all these stupid things I've cleaned here. I don't want to make inventory space for any of these. I have no reason to have clean Terramin or anything like that. I can deposit it here, they'll go there, and then I can sell them with the Harlander. 200 some more to go, so according to this. It's like cleaning, this is nearly the exact equivalent to cleaning the Guams. I don't even know how much these things give per. Let's find out. Why not, right? We're until what, 3 experience, 2.5, 3.8. Terramin's giving me 5 at least. This is right. 2 of these, one is like, yeah. If I had to do Guam, I'd be having to do twice as much. So that's something. And there's no decimal place, so that value shouldn't be bouncing back and forth all over the place, depending if this thing also rounds a bit, but it should just mean I've... Oh, hey, Sam's here. No, not who I want to. I don't know how to even message people with, like... Whoa. Wonder what he's up to. I'd say Slayer, because that's what he's been doing for the last, I don't know, week or so, but... Oh, you know what he's probably doing? So I need to get, yeah, so the whole thing I'm doing here is I need to get, technically I'm trying to gain a wood cutting level. Once I gain that wood cutting level, I'm going to gain a bunch of fletching levels. I don't even know what I'm working towards there, or what level I'll get. I didn't bother doing the maths. I'm just trying to make enough magic longbows that I can elk all of them while I do agi. So I'll have about 4,500 magic longbows. And then I'm gonna go do some stuff with that. However, I would, since I'll probably be doing it at Sears Village, most likely, I would like to have the Kandarin Hard done, but I think the Kandarin Hard requires like a few more, like 59 or 65 rune crafting, so I might actually have to go do a little bit of rune crafting. But it's such a slow grind. I think I was doing natures last time I did it. I don't know if that's still what I should be doing at this point. I've gained a few levels, but the levels are just increasing garbage elements. Like, oh, now I can make like 5 water runes per essence or something stupid like that. It's never duplicating anything of value until you reach like whatever, like 80 or something, then it'll finally start duplicating something of mild value. So yeah, my friends sort of bounce around on their accounts, back and forth. Sam's brother Ian does a lot of the quests, so he's done most of Sam's quests, and then Sam will do some bosses that Ian doesn't like to do, like Forkath and Jad for him. The only assistance I've ever had on my account was I couldn't for the life of me beat Zora, sorry. Yeah, he doesn't do Vorkath for him, he does Zora for him. So I had him, so he actually logged into my account. He failed a bunch as well, and then finally succeeded. I failed a bunch and failed to succeed because he's got the Jad phase a lot more down than I do. And I'd suffer a bit of damage during that phase. I managed to make it past it quite a few times. My range was basically garbage. I should have been doing the mage only strats, but I wasn't. I was trying to do the normal strats because I just wanted to learn it. My character was a lot weaker back then. A lot weaker. And I really wanted the elite void, and that was all I was missing, was just needed to kill Zara. I got the agi so I could do the shortcut without doing like summer pies, so I could even have like maximize my inventory and all that jazz, and he helped me out. Touching the Wix walk, think I would die 4 times without trying to max efficiency. Yay, I gained my level. Back to mining. I should maybe put the runes in here for a house tab, because that's just how I get to Faldor. It's slightly cheaper than doing the other one. You save like 2 wind runes. I'm still set to all. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. I haven't done it yet, but I don't know if I might. I gotta do it. Like, I'm just starting to do these tabs. I set them up yesterday. So we'll see how things go. I can't do that while allocating. Oh yeah, right. I wanted to server swap over to that 1750. New goal. $373. Let's go. Alright, I'm hoping there's going to be nobody down on the floor at this skill level. Or it's just going to be full of, like, everybody who's in here will all be able to access the AGI shortcut. So I feel like in most of the servers, everybody can access the AGI shortcut. I don't remember it being that big of a deal. I think there's a couple 1750 servers. Thus far, the bottom half looks taken, but the top half seems fine. However, who knows? It could be somebody over here's sort of spot that they've been managing. Alright. This looks promising. My server. I'm gonna make 1730. There's 373, my new default. Oh, this is the British 1750. There's probably an American one as well, right? Or maybe they only have one. They can't oversaturate that elitist zone. Oh, there's another one. Australia has one. Damn, there's a 2200 skill level one. That's got to be pretty much Zombie Town all the time. German servers. Oh, it's a free-to-play German servers. Why are so many German servers all free-to-play? Oh, well, even still down there, very free-to-play. Sorry. Okay, here we go. It's 467. Has 377 players on it. What's my current one have? 370 something. 260. Well, actually, a lot of these servers seem kind of really quiet at the moment. Bottom ends. Cool, cool, cool. What's up? Oh yeah, right. Ultra compost. Decline. These things like I set up at the top. I saw the 10% thing. Okay, secretaries increase the crop yield of herbs, allotments, grapevines, and hops by 10%. Okay, so that's an extra 10% on top of like an 8.6 average. Should be something, right? That should push my average to like a 9 to 10. Didn't really show up that last time though. Oh, hey, I'm about to hit like a mil. XP left. I need to get 27k, so I'm actually not going to even reach a mil. Ooh, I got used to one tapping these things. Nice. This one spot's going to bring me all the way to full. Lovely. I used to enjoy this top part a lot more, but I mean the fact that you have to bypass a second wall to usually finish, because these 4 or plus even if you do get these 3 is rarely enough. By contrast, if you go down there, you can sort of, it's a bit more movement, but it's usually higher yield. Like you don't have to like go to a different zone. You can go all the way down to the bottom and loop back up, and you can sort of hit here if you need to. I just feel like it's I kind of grew to like it a bit more in this top part, but it was taken. Maybe it's known to be better. Why do I have that song stuck in my head? Turned out that the raid boss didn't give me anything again. So according to this, I need about 300 more, which will be, I think, should go down every time I. Okay, so 400 more. It's all over the place. I have no idea what's happening, but I'm guessing it's about 300 more. I'm getting more than that an hour. Looks like, so this should only take me maybe 40 more minutes. Is my hopes. And then it's the smithing, which I need to remember how that works. I think you have to use like half as much coal at blast furnace as you would usually have to use. So I'm gonna look that up. And we're gonna go blast furnace throw, and it'll probably just be like, oh, this much ore. Is this considered like a money-making guide? Yep. And now I've got a spottier cape and the lightweight boots because I can't wear the full set. So, okay, does it say anywhere directly in front of me that anybody sees? So it would look like you're using 2 coal to 1 mithril. I don't have that already. But what's the adamantite then? Is it the same? Adamant bars? Is this also going to be a money making guide? Yup! What's the ratio? 2300 to 6900. But I still don't have that much adamant, so. Right, so it's 3 times for the adamant there. I wonder, like, who are the people who go around and repair these things? I think you get, like, free construction experience, but it's so low. Oh, it's gotta be, like, Iron Man? Or bots? Man, construction as an Iron Man would suck. I doubt they'd pay for it, though. You'd probably just, like, kill mobs that drop planks or something like that. I don't know. I've never brought an Iron Man to such a place. Mostly I just sat at the start and just sat there dropping and getting free runes for a while, so I could go do that and then try to go get black robes and died on my hardcore Iron Man. Just said fuck it after that. Hence why this character's name is LOL F4 with an AW, because my other one's OW. Or O. Just O. Goddamn black mages. Cause somebody's killing the low level ones and only leaving a high level one, so I tried taking on a high level one, but I was like combat level 10 against like 30 or something like that. It did not work out well. And I was also at like half health because I just kept on trying to like enter and pull out like a weaker one, and then in that time I'd pull aggro on the other ones beforehand. It was very newbie of me, but I just didn't care. I was all about that fashionscape. I wanted the black robes. I wanted blue or whatever the other colors are. Boss time. And so you can also like bribe guys in this game, and that costs money that you can get in game, but you can also just pay for it, and that gives you a 100% chance. That, or you have like a percentage based chance of getting them, which is a 10% chance for bosses, legendaries like these. So lots of the time I've attempted to get bosses, but it's only like a 10% chance and stuff like that, so I just failed them all the time. But I ended up saving up tons of these, 7,000, 8,000 some now. I used like 4,300 to get my legendary pet, which was super good RNG, and I got the exact one I wanted, so really, really good. But I'd already spent lots on like previous ones only getting rares, and then I went for like the big bundle one that cost like 5 times, 10 times as much, maybe even more. That one gave me that, and it was guaranteed, because usually there's guaranteed rares, one rare out of all of them, and then the one that's 10 times expensive guarantees you an epic, and that time it gave me a legendary, so that's cool. And then for my epic accessory, that one was only a guaranteed rare, but I'd already spent a lot trying to get like the right pets and stuff like that and accessories, and it finally worked out and gave me it was when I was buying like dragon eggs to try and get like a set one, because there was like a double set piece, which is, sets are like even better than the legendaries. They're strong as legendaries, but then they have bonuses for set pieces, like if you have matching ones, and there's a set for pets and accessories that go together. But I didn't get it. Instead I ended up getting the legendary, or the epic wings, so I just sort of hopped onto those. But that's after I'd spent thousands and thousands of these gems, and now I've saved up over 3,200, because it costs 1,600 per boss. You want a 100% guaranteed bribe, and that's only after they offer themselves to you. So they have a very low chance of offering themselves to have the chance of maybe getting them, and then so that's why I don't have very many. Like one. I think it was used for Bob at Home. Does Bob at Home even have a boss in him? He's just a shit ton of epics combined. Yeah, he is. Oh, I've got one boss off of like a 10% chance. I can't tell if I'm maxed or not. Just let's attempt. I am not. I got 1 or 2 open slots. 2. There's just like a ton of classic RNG gated advancement. Nerd alert, who's playing RuneScape in 2018? Hey! A lot of people are. Now that it came out on mobile, the game actually sort of had a big resurgence. I'm playing it because I got some friends that are playing. If they stopped playing, I'd stop playing. I'm just sort of, I don't know, I don't really have a ton to play right now that like my friends are on, so I'm on this because they are sheep. I've played it multiple times before. I actually, as a very, very, very young child, I played a bit, like back when it was sort of new. Because I wouldn't have been that young, but I played it mostly just like watched my friend play it at his house because he had one computer, and I grew up in like, my family was like kind of anti-tech. We were allowed to be on the computer for like 30 minutes a day type thing, and 15 minutes of that time had to be used on like educational games and shit like that. So I didn't really have the opportunity to play a lot of games when I was growing up. So I watched my friend play it a lot. And he'd always listen to Sean Paul at the time. So every time I hear Sean Paul, I always think about RuneScape. But then I played it, I had a girlfriend at the time, and I played it for a bit with her. Because it was like the only game she played, oddly enough, which was kind of weird that she actually played a game. Considering just who she was, it was not really it's not something you'd really think of something she'd do. But either way, that eventually became I'm not so sure she's so happy about it. Wait, like, but you say similar to Counter-Strike Go. Yeah, like yeah. So my character that I played with my ex ended up getting migrated into like RuneScape 3, and then when old school RuneScape started, I played that with these friends for a bit. And since then I've gained a lot of levels. I just hit 1750 today, just now actually, like 10-20 minutes ago. But yeah, I'm just back at it again. It's something grindy to do, and I need to get one magic level, and then I unlock Teleblock. I think it's on a different spell book, to be honest. I don't even remember. Was it 85? Yeah, it's gotta be on it. Oh, there it is. No, it's right here. Yeah, so we're gonna be like PKing. That's what they want to do, is PK. I don't know. My goals right now, my personal goals are just more diaries, because it's just like account progression. It just makes everything more convenient. I've almost done every single quest in the game, so I'm close to getting the quest cape. I've got 5 quests left to do in the whole game, and 1 mini quest, which is really quick and easy. And one of the 5 quests I've already done half of anyway, as is, so pretty quick, pretty easy. I'll get all these quests done. And I have almost all of the requirements. I have all the requirements except for 1 quest. I need to get a few smithing levels, which I need to mine for to get the stuff so I can go smithing. Because I play this character like an Iron Man, but it's technically not an Iron Man. I don't 100% play it like an Iron Man. I buy tons of stuff off the GE, but I'm poor, so not that much. I would love to be able to eventually raid, see how it is, because they're like very mechanic intensive, and I like being good at things. But for now, I'm just sort of working on the diaries. I just did easy and medium on yesterday for desert, and before that I did easy, medium, and hard in Fremican, and then I'm gonna do Karamja up to hard, and I want to do Kandarin up to hard. I need to get some requirements for some of these hards, though I don't have all of them. Like I think my smithing needs to hit 75, and my runecrafting needs to hit 65. The downside is runecrafting is aids, and I just haven't done much smithing, so it's technically now my 2nd lowest skill. But I'm about to go. Oh, never mind. Fishing still. I'm surprised fishing is now my 2nd lowest skill, because when I first logged into my account, it was a blank account. I'd never logged into it before, because I'd been playing the one that had been migrated over to RuneScape 3. And I'd never logged into old school RuneScape. So when I logged into my account, I had to recover it and stuff like that. Technically, somebody had accessed my account, which is a level 1 character, never been played, never even been created. Somebody had created my character on this existing account that didn't have a character. They went through Tutorial Island, they ran out, and they started fishing. So when I logged into my account, I had like 400k worth of fish and level 40 fishing. And that was it. So I got to start my character slightly further ahead because some stupid hacker decided to access a super old account of mine. But yeah, we go out to like Rev Caves and we just shit on people. That's why my friends want me to get 85 magic so that I can go magic block them, because they both have higher level magic, so they can barrage them and freeze them in spot, and then we just go run up and like DDS spec the shit out of them and laugh and laugh and laugh and laugh. So what kind of games are you playing that are similar to CSGO? I mean, I do some CSGO stuff. I used to do tons of CSS. Like, I partook in Cal tournaments and stuff like that back in the day. But then I didn't play CSGO when it first came out. I bought it and I played it a bit, but it was a terrible game. And then eventually it got a lot better. And then I played it a bit, but it's just a Combat Arms Reloaded. Pretty bad. Yeah, I need to. It would take me like a week or a month or so of practicing CSGO to get back used to it again. But then I would never be as good as I was back in the day. Like in CSS, I was really good. I had an awesome op flick arm and stuff like that. It's just like in game, show me like a gameplay video or something. You don't play any of those like Quake or sort of like Unreal tournament style games? Yeah, I did. I just went over to YouTube instead. Is it third person? No, that was just like his death cam. Why not just play Counter-Strike at this point? It looks fairly similar, because we're maybe deathmatchy and no economy. So I'm a computer science grad. Back in college, all of the computers had a very few select games that were sort of always on them, and one of them was this sort of Unreal Quake ripoff that we'd play every once in a while. You'd load into it, and we'd all be LAN together because it's just massive computer rooms full of computers. So we'd play that occasionally. But I was, out of everybody there, I was the only one who would play predominantly, mostly video games. A lot of them didn't play video games or as hardcore into them, but I was definitely the only one who was doing FPSs. A lot of them, I guess, were console gamers. So we'd play that, and it would just be kind of a stomp fest. It was pretty hilarious, though. I have both a sniper and an assault rifle on you if you're ready to switch. Oh, that's cool. Super nerdy when I was young. I mean, being in computer science, everything's pretty nerdy anyway. It's not like anybody's going to call you much of a nerd. Because most of the console gamers are the jockier nerds-ish. Playing their Madden. But I won't deny it, I'm pretty nerdy through and through. Even though I grew up in a very like anti-tech family, I had the option. I'd always go over to my friend's place, and his family wasn't anti-tech, so we could play Heroes of Might and Magic on his computer, and we could play like Gauntlet Legends on his N64. He had a Super Nintendo, but that was predominantly more just like us watch him play type scenario again. Because there was all very single-player-y games that he had, like the Donkey Kong games and stuff like that. I play whatever my girlfriend feels like. I enjoy most games. For I don't enjoy it. If I don't enjoy it, I do tell her. Yeah. I did so much D2. So much. I got this friend who I play Path of Exile with occasionally, and he used to be crazy hooked on Diablo 2. And we played this modded version. Where the hell did my game go? I don't remember what the hell it was called. But they made like a million new rune words and a million new runes and stuff like that, and the socketing got completely rehauled and stuff like that. Made the game just ridiculously more complex, and we played that a lot. He actually hosted a LAN at his house 3 years ago, and we made me and one of his mates made a bunch of Diablo characters, and I dicked around there for a while. It was pretty fun. I think we just beat normal, though, is how far we made it. We were progressing pretty slowly, but it was pretty fun. Yeah, Diablo was great. Warcraft 3 was awesome. I actually think I preferred Warcraft 2 growing up. I liked the boat mechanics. You get your, I don't know, the character lines were really interesting, and the boats were dope, and get your oil patches, and you know, your farms would have little haystacks with smoke on them, and then you'd have, I don't know, it was cool. You had your orc headhunters throwing their spears. Who'd you want me to kill? I don't know. I really liked it. It was like my prime then. I enjoyed Warcraft 3 a lot. I played the hell out of it, especially custom games. Custom games, absolutely. Hero Line Wars, I liked, I played those a lot and I enjoyed them, but I think I preferred just Line Tower Wars, where there was like 12 people, all single file. You'd be sending waves into the other person, the person in front of you would be sending waves into you, and it was just like, oh, I just played that so much. I was so good at them. Oh. Then yeah, just lots of the tower defensey games I was super big into. Winter Mall Wars, right? Everybody loved fucking Winter Mall Wars. Your 3v3s and stuff like that. Just you build up your like OP strategies, but then hope somebody else didn't fuck it up and get your different patterns, right? The circles or the lines and the drags. It's, you know. Whoa, what's this guy doing up on my side, yo? Yeah. Winter Mall Wars was the best, except when people went no flying was stupid. It's just like, it's bullshit. Because there was also some, because you do like no flying, but there's a couple like builders or classes that were melee only. Like they attacked ridiculously fast and they'd have like high crit rate and stuff like that. But that class's downside was they're basically melee only. And then if you're not building sort of down the middle in a weird specific strategy, sort of out, flying units sort of fuck that group super hard unless you build specifically for it. So then they're like, oh, I get random to this one. No flying, no flying. It's just like, fuck off. Bullshit. Flying is part of the game. It's part of the balance, and it also makes it not have to go usually a million miles into the end. And that's usually how you win, is you mix in some aura guys with some flying units or something like that. You know, mass send. You know, I agree entirely with you. And then when it came to like StarCraft 1, you had those turret defense games where it was just like everybody was on the same team, back and forth, made the little like S. With like the overlords flying after you, it was all like ranged. And then the last level was like, I think, battle cruisers that just attacked all of your units and tried to blow them up, all of your towers. That was fun. I played the shit out of those too. But yeah, StarCraft 2 kind of killed custom games. Yeah, you'd get, like, if both teams made it to, like, late game, there'd be so many turrets on, so much attacking, so many minions, your games would just, you'd be getting that pop-up where, like, oh, waiting for somebody to DC every, like, 2 seconds. It was, yeah, it caused a wee bit of lag. Oh, Slide Ninja Slides. Did you ever do the Slide Ninja Slides? It played Linkin Park's Numb Encore at, like, 3 times the speed, so it was super, like, chipmunk squeaky. It was terrible, but you'd just be sliding around on the ice, dodging things back and forth and hitting the corners, get some experience. It was dope. Loved that. Wait, what other games do you add in your list? Heroes 3. Wait, Heroes 3, you mean like Heroes Might and Magic? I think that's the one because I don't know which one of the Heroes I played. And the original Battlefronts for like the PS2, I played the fuck out of both of those. Pro only custom hero line wars. Yeah, Heroes of My Magic 3. I don't remember which one of the heroes I played. Probably the same one. We seem to have played roughly the same genre of games. I was pretty late on that one. My friend owned the game, so I played it at his place, and I borrowed it from a few times, and then I eventually, I don't know if I pirated it back then, or if I bought it, or acquired it somehow. I don't know. But I eventually got it and played it a bunch. Yeah. Really? It was a good game. I don't think I was ever that good at it. Like, I was good enough to beat campaign or something like that, but I don't know, I was never that great at it. And then, actually, when I was in college, I started playing a little bit of... I've got it on Steam right now. I play it with my friend who I play PoE with. Age of Empires. I never really played it as I grew up, but maybe I did. I played. I think it might have been Age of Empires where you could like there was like a cheat to bring in a catapult that like flung pigs across the map, and there was like a little like sniper dude that you could cheat into the game. There was like a sort of like a race car with like a laser gun on it that you could cheat in. That might have been Age of Empires, and I might have played it, but I predominantly just cheated in the game. I never really played it. We also played, oh shit, Total Annihilation. We had that, and we played the fucking hell out of Total Annihilation. That was a super good RTS game. So good. It was weird though, because it's completely different. I went back to try and play it and just like slaughter it, but it was having so many issues because you just have massive buildups of corpses on the battlefields, and you'd have to like move your fight somewhere else, or you'd have to send in units to like start targeting down the scraps or gathering the scraps, because it's like all the bullets have actual trajectory and stuff like that, and it's just, oh my god. Diversity in gaming was down when you started playing WoW. That'll happen. I mean, MMOs kind of destroyed a lot of other things. They just sort of took over. Especially WoW, when it came out, it became the thing to play. I played a lot of WoW, but I'm done with that game. Didn't get this X pack, didn't play it at all. Fuck. I don't know. Not a big fan anymore. It just became, it's too much of a chore. The daily grind was gross. I didn't like it at all. It was like so required. It's like, oh, you want to fly and be able to contribute to anything in the game? Well, go cry. It's like for like a 2 months straight, farm 50 like 5 hours worth of dailies to go get your shit, and it's just like, no, go do your heroics. Ugh. But yeah, okay, what else did I play back in the, played it 1 or 2 months and I'll never return. Yeah, my friends did the whole 2 months of the X pack and then quit, and I said I wasn't gonna do it. Yeah, this is the first X pack I didn't take part in, to be honest. All the other ones I was usually predominantly just late to. I just never cared that much, but I think the one before this one I was on time for, but that was about it. But either way, yeah, I didn't enjoy them for the last while, and so I decided, nah, I'm good. Did you ever play a game called Savage? It was never really that big, and Savage 2 was a massive letdown for me. But I played a ton of the first Savage, and I'd always make sure it was put onto the gaming PCs on our, when we do like, so the computer science people would host a LAN over like the entire, like all of their computers. They just load up a mirrored image and blast it onto all of them. Never heard of it? Oh, okay. So it's like it's a group versus a group, but one person plays RTS on each team. You have like a commander who plays the RTS version, where you're like, okay, I want to build a building here, and I want to set up this and this, and you get, I think, a few of your own like small NPCs that you controlled, and you could be like, okay, do this, and you'd make pings, and you could you decide what you want to research and to upgrade for your units. But all of your units are played by actual players. So you could try to get them like different upgrades of unit types, right? So you start off as just little shitty like nomads with 2 little sites, and you can turn them into like big motherfuckers with like swinging massive axes, or guys with like scimitars and shit like that. And they all have sort of different play styles, and you gain, as playing as these dudes, you gain experience, and you get different weapons. Like you get like a bow. The best bow in the game was like a dope ass, pretty much like sniper rifle, one shot hell, and I loved using that because I was always a pretty big sniper player. Am I DCing? I feel like I'm DCing. Hopefully the stream's not gonna die too. Uh-oh. Is the stream dead too? Okay, I'm back apparently. My internet hiccuped, it seems. On my end at least. I don't know how much that propagated for everyone else. But yeah, so you'd be having... Stream is fine? Okay, cool. On my end it very much hiccuped. Is it back online? Here it says I'm fine, but okay, wait, all right. Thank you very much. Damn it, I was having fun. I was reliving my old memories of whatchamacallit, Savage. So yeah, your commander could like sort of enter into a person's sort of perspective a bit. I think from above you could like click on them, and he could give them a few different like buffs on cooldown. I think he could heal them, maybe give them movement speed and maybe attack damage, and he could use those on different people that were charging around on the whole world map. And then you'd have like big like 20v20 matches or something like that, and you'd have your dude like in control, and he'd need you to go attack like mines to get you resources so you could build other bases in different spots, and he'd pick like what you want to upgrade to try and get you different parts, and eventually you'd get catapults, and it was literally like it was just who could destroy the other people's buildings, all of them, and you'd respawn after you died after X amount of time, and you'd pick your different like who you want to be spawning as and what weapons and loadouts you want to be using. I think you get like laser tech pretty quickly and stuff like that, so you'd have your like machine guns. But yeah, it was really cool. Then the second game came out and there was like 3 races, but the balancing between them wasn't very good, and yeah, the whole game kind of went to shit for me personally. But the first game was just so good, really really fun. Played the hell out of that. I played this other game that was called Space Cowboys Online. I put a ton of time into it, perfecting my skills and just becoming really good at the game. That was, I don't know, Google some videos of it. Is really cool. A space fighting game. Lots of sort of complexities to it, but yeah. Anyway, I played those a lot. And then Tribes. Played Tribes 1 and 2, and then I played Tribes Ascend a lot. Me and my friends played Tribes Ascend. I never played Tribes 1 or 2 with anybody but like my older brother, but then I played Tribes Ascend with other people. But apparently after I'd quit, they just kind of made the game even shittier and shittier and shittier. And I think Tribes is now a dead genre as well, but it was, I don't know, really enjoyable growing up, at least. But yeah, those are kind of my games. Predominantly I stuck to like RTSs when I was growing up, like super young. And then I moved over to FPSs, like, you know, whatever. Unreal Tournament 2000, whatever it is. Yeah, I think Tribes Ascend is like completely dead or whatever. But when it started off, it was really fun. I'd always play the stealth dude, and I'd go around and I'd figure out like on the capture the flag maps. I don't know if they were all capture the flag maps. They might have all been capture the flag maps, at least the predominant ones that I played. I didn't really start FPSO. Look, the bot's now saying I'm live again because it apparently reset my stream. I don't know why the bot started doing this. It didn't used to do this. I don't know what I changed, but it's now started to say in chat that I'm streaming, which doesn't make sense to me. If you're in the stream, you're gonna see that I'm streaming. What is the point of it posting in my chat that I'm streaming? It doesn't. I don't understand. But whatever. Console FPS. Cadoons, you disappoint me. I thought you were so cool, and now I found out that you're a console FPSer. Ugh. I mean, Halo was a great game. I'll give you that. And I never got to experience it on the console. But console FPS, let's be real. Let's be real. I wish I could have played a Halo. It was the only reason I would ever have bought an Xbox, but bought an Xbox. I don't know why I decided bought. Ugh. We'll just all pretend that didn't happen. Okay, admittedly I did play some COD. My parents split, remarried, and then I got some step brothers on my father's side. I have step brothers on both sides now, but and they were a bit, like, a fair bit younger than me, maybe like 6, 7, 8 years younger. So I did some COD split screen with them as well, because I lived at his house for like a couple months or something like that. And so while I was there, I was doing that. I also taught them how to play StarCraft 1. And we do 2v1s, and I'd just stomp the shit out of them. I was sick of Halo, but so useless at COD. Yeah, I was never good with, like, console aiming. I was pretty mediocre. Like when I was in China, I was playing. We did a couple nights where the guy, one of my friends, owns a school in the city, so he'd host it up on like one of his big screens, COD or Halo, one of the Halo games, and I was actually, I think I might have won eventually one of the games, one of the rounds, like of whatever it was, but in general, I was pretty average at it. Never like stand out, considering I'm usually pretty good at FPSs on computers. Used to be. Now I don't put in, like, I don't know, like a lot of FPS skill is just you have to invest a lot of time. You have to get a feel for all the different guns. You have to know the angles you want to hold and stuff like that. Especially, like, it depends on if it's ray tracing or not. Like, it's, well, I don't know, it's not ray tracing. Ray tracing is definitely shadows, but whatever the hell the stupid term is people use for the click to kill, no velocity, damagey things. My older brother only sniped and was pretty good compared to me and my younger step siblings. Yeah, that sounds kind of like I'd play CSS with my younger brother, and I'd kind of just, we do like op maps or we do scout knives, and I'd kind of trounce him a bit, but that's, you know, that's just what older brothers do. I mean, a middle brother, but he was my younger brother. I was his one of his older brothers. Combat arms, run, gun, switch to sniper if they're far away. That's sweet one shot. See, that's it. Like, even when I play PUBG, I like to not take any close range engagements. First of all, for some reason the game has been quite laggy for me, or I've been getting dropped frames, so the further away I am, the better the chance that it's sort of like a stationary fight, and hopefully my clicks are registering kills on their heads. By contrast to up close, where it's like, okay, half my bullets didn't even register as being fired out of my gun before I'm dead, and it's just sort of, I don't know, too quick. And I don't in PUBG, I especially don't have a tendency to aim at heads up close. I just go for body shots, which is really bad because armor is blocking so much of that. I need to train myself to do headshots again. But at the moment, I just haven't. I don't know. I've been playing it super casually because none of the friends I play with are that good anyway. So. But I do want to try and get better at close-up fights. It's definitely my weak point right now. I just like to do sniper fights. Always top 3 out of the 8 on my team. Is it, what kind of modes does it have? Does it have like when you die you stay dead and and you just sort of fight until whatever last man standing on your team or their team type thing? Or is it all just like constantly respawning team deathmatch, like go until one team has 150 or whatever kills or something stupid like that? I'm not a fan of those. I prefer when you die, you stay dead until end of round, usually. Unless it's like a gun game or something. And even still, you could do that with staying dead. What? Oh, god damn it. Really? I've fully mined before somebody's even touched this thing. I don't have a hammer. Can you even deposit this into your bank? Okay, hold on. Apparently, oh right, when I DC'd, it DC'd me from the game for, I guess, an instant. Gotta re-punch in my guts. No, I can't even bank this pay dirt, so I'd have to drop it on the floor. I think there's somebody over there. We're good. It has a bunch of modes, but you've only played Team Deathmatch. Gross. Gross. Is the game free to play, or does it cost a bit of money? Smashing. Raid, heroic, go. Free to play, which is all its issues. I wouldn't pay more than $5 for it. Well, that's good. Yeah, I read The Witch, and then I was like, that doesn't quite make sense. I assumed you meant with all its issues. That would have made sense. I got you. I got you. So, what is it? It is 8:30 in the morning there, hey? I didn't think I turned on my stream specifically for you, Cadunes, by the way, because I disappeared right as you showed up last time, and I didn't want to leave you hanging. So I'm kind of glad you showed up, but I'm surprised you did because I figured you'd be asleep at this hour. Oh, really? So you don't even need a headshot with snipers? Does the game have an economy, or do you just like decide what you want for your loadout every time you spawn? You're like, all right, I'll take this gun and this gun, and maybe another gun if you get pistols as well or something. Which doesn't sound like something you'd really need considering you're getting 2 guns as well already. Oh, really? So you can't change like mid-match? You just play out the whole game with whatever loadout you decided to load the server into? Does the game have shotguns? And just so you know, I'm a very big proponent of #fuck shotguns. Good. I agree. Fuck it, snot guns, right? Basically. I've never been good with shotguns in like any game. Ever. Just don't like them. Counter-Strike, couldn't get a kill if my life depended on it. PUBG, rarely I'll get a kill with them. They're just... If I want a gun that's got the maximum amount of RNG in it, I'll just pick up some clobs from GoldenEye or something like that. Spray down a whole room from the doorway. Shotguns always feel so cheesy. That's I mean, fair. They're meant for close quarter combat. Most of the time it's people camping around a corner or something like that. Oh, I guess you know what? I played FPSs even before all those other ones I did. I mean, I played GoldenEye, but I also played Day of Defeat. There was a map called, we had like one where you'd raid the beaches, like D-Day beaches, which was really cool. I think that was predominantly like a story mode game. I don't even remember if that one was online, but online I'd always play this map called Hills, and it was a massive sniper battle between the two areas. There was one team had like a big base. They had a forward-facing like machine gun cannon that could sort of rotate a bit, and they had a big sniper tower that had like blinds on it that you could see out and shoot out. And they had a sort of cemented in walkway off to the far side, and then all the allies or whatever were in the spawned in a like burnt down house off to the side. You can come out big hill, and then you can keep on going past some hills, and there's like a smaller hill over on the right side. You can go down that. It was just a massive sniper rifle paradise. It was great. Ugh, I spent many an hours there. I'm hoping that the next 3 things that I put in here are going to bring me up to my max level, and then I can do some smithing. What? But yeah, how's the like camping in that game? Is there people just like standing behind walls? Every wall you turn could have just a douchebag with a shotgun just going yeah, kills. I'm getting kills. This is so much fun. And what about sound? Does sound have any value in that game? Or is it just sort of like a constant movement? Who cares? Go, go, go. Quick scopes are way too easy, now. Shotguns don't need scopes. You don't need to aim if you're clearing the whole room with one click. I can't recommend the game for more than brainless fun. Well, if I want brainless fun, I just play Well, all the games I currently play right now. Cadence, I'm gonna BRB. I need to use the labs. Also, smashing. Burb. Sweet, sweet relief. So much soda. I don't think I was running these anyway. I don't know why I grabbed my headphones. I have zero audio turned on in this game. Oh no, am I DCing again? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Things seem to have come back, but we'll see if anything happens to the stream during that mild bit of latency. Doesn't seem to have hiccuped. We'll be alright, I think. But anyway, what are you doing up at such a late hour there, Cadence? Nearly 9 a.m. That's kind of normal for you, but no further engagements in the morning to deal with. Also, I thought you were playing it's way too messed up. Yeah, I mean mine's getting pulled back further and further. I'm not going to bed until like 5 a.m. right now, and it's just getting worse and worse. I need to spend a bit of time to fix it, but for now I'm alright. Yeah, you're kind of a lot like me in that regard. Like, I don't know, my sleep schedule always, I can pull it back hours and hours and hours. I can always, like, my body likes being awake in the middle of the night. It works for me, I guess. But I have a hell of a time pulling it back the other way. I usually just have to, like, stay up for a couple days of 24-hour cycles with a bit of sleep in between. Some final say no to me. And like when I was teaching, I got to set my own hours pretty much because I was just my own. I had my own clients, so I was just like, we'll just push it into like late afternoon or something like that. And before that, I was bartending, so I was working at whatever, like 7 p.m. So sometimes I'd literally sleep throughout the day, wake up just in time to get to my night shift work, and then stay up all throughout the daytime, head to bed at like the afternoon, and then back to man, this feels a bit laggy to be honest. And then head back to sleep in the afternoon, then work in the morning again. My morning. well, if you can fix it, power to you. I could pull it back. If pulling it back was me fixing it, then I could do that. When I moved to China, I was already living in Canada on China time. So when I got there, I've never experienced jet lag. And then because when I was in China, I was again sleeping during like Canada time eventually. So I just sort of pulled it back, and then when I came back to Canada, I was already back in normal sleeping on this time. So I've never, even though it's a 14-hour difference, I've never noticed any difference. Of my body was already always sleeping on that time, so I don't even know what jet lag is, to be honest. I know it's not super bad. I'm not like on any really weird timings. Ooh, I'm about to finish up my my mining level, hey? What? Quicker than expected. And I'm probably at about like 60 nuggets or so. I'm pretty close to getting up to this top level for next time I need to come do some more mining. Super duper awesome. I'm still going to get all three of these things though. I'm going to make sure I get my, sort of just finish this rotation as per usual. Boom. 73 mining, hashtag get at me. Oops, I'm already finished. What time is it? So it's almost 2. I think I might kill my stream here in a few minutes because I'm gonna go acquire a movie and then watch it. And I can't, I actually could technically do that on stream now, but I would be watching a film and doing AFK stuff in this game, so it's not something that anybody's gonna want to watch. That's a good question. Kitch was here just before you left, and oh, I'd refreshed, so I lost my chat. One sec, I can hopefully scroll up here, or else I won't know what movie it is either. Really hope I didn't lose it. I think it was like, no, it wasn't First Encounter, it was something else. Children of Men. Children of Men. Yep, wait, how did you see that? Absolutely, exactly, Children of Men. I don't think I've seen it before. I think I might have seen a trailer for it. I might have seen it, to be honest. I'm gonna watch and see. Oh, you didn't close my stream. I see. Well, there you go. Well, good on you. Thanks for that. Even though I was gone for a couple hours. In that time, I'd watched Black Klansman, which might also show up in the history chat. I don't know if I typed it. I doubt I typed it. I might have actually texted it to her. That's a pretty good film. It's very American-y, so I mean, it ended with a bit of a preachy American sort of thing, with like showing video of real Black Lives Matter movements, and maybe it was part of the Proud Boys like neo-Nazi thing, and some Trump quotes and stupid shit like that. So I don't really care about that, really. And it doesn't really, I don't know, I've never been a big political kind of guy. I've lived in and visited a bunch of like communist countries, and it does politics has no interest in me or anything like that. So I was going on the internet to find movies I want to watch. Well, that's how I found Black Klansman. I remember I'd seen a trailer for it maybe when I was at a film in an actual theater, which is very rare. I don't know how I would have seen it. Yeah, that's my only guess of how I would have seen it. But or maybe I saw like a trailer on Reddit. Sometimes they post films that I would enjoy there. And so I literally Googled films to watch, and it just scrolled through it until I saw something that intrigued me, and that was that. So I then watched it. I tend to just do that for most of the films. As of late, it's just like for the last decade, it's been superhero films dominating everything, and I couldn't care less about films. The last film we saw in the theaters was that stupid Venom film, and it was garbage. I couldn't have cared less about that film. It was just not good. Kind of unfortunate because I like the actor though, whoever his name is, Handsome Bob. I think that's the guy. He played Handsome Bob. Is he the guy who played Handsome Bob in like Lock, Stock, and Smoke and Barrel, or in Snatch? One of the two, or something like that. And then he played. He might have been the guy in Fury Road, and he might have been the guy in some other film I enjoyed. Oh, the one with the Cray brothers, the Cray twins. What film was that called? Literally could have been called that. Legend. All good films. Tom Hardy is the actor I'm trying to allude to, apparently. So yeah, okay, yeah, so I got his things right. Mad Max, Fury Road. I don't know these other ones he's known for. Apparently he's in Batman. Oh, he's Bane. Oh. There you go. Yes. I eventually watched it because there was a bunch of memes being made about it, but I never, once again, superhero films couldn't care less about. Yeah, he was Eddie Brock in Venom, but garbage film. But apparently Dunkirk was really good. Fury Road was great. Legend was good. Rock and Rolla. Okay, it was Rock and Rolla, where he was Handsome Bob. Anyway. Now I need to go do a bunch of smithing, but smithing I need kind of mildly pay attention to, just because I'll like overload the coal and just waste time and blah blah blah. Turns out I didn't mind very luckily. You gotta sleep soon as well. Yeah, that's fair. I'll allow it. 1 nugget for 3. Rip. Have you seen shit, what was that film name again? Children of Men before? One mining level above you? Yes. I just got it too. I only just got it. I needed it just to get the smithing level though. I'm about to go do that. Never heard of it. Has anybody here heard of Children of Men? That's what I care about. Boots of Lightness. I think that's all of what I can use because you can't use the gloves. Do the goldsmithing first, so I need... Did I do a setup for smithing yet? Nope. Power mining or my fingers hurts. Ouch. I do all the most AFK possible gathering. It is a movie. It might have been a book. I don't know. But it is a film. It's 2006. About a pregnant woman, apparently. All I know is it's a like, I think it's probably a dystopian future. People can't get pregnant anymore. It doesn't sound like a very happy-go-lucky future. 20 takes place in 2027. There's a pregnant lady, and they need to transport her somewhere while people are trying to kill her or something. I don't know that much about it. That was the 2 sentences on the IMDb synopsis. Okay, edit tags. Smithing. 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 Did I do this one? Yeah. Wait. Right. Oh. Oops, not this one. I already have a cloak. The spottier cloak. Scribble.io. I haven't done... The only IO game I've ever played was... like Igor.io? The one where you're like the little circle that needs to pick up the other circles. I've never touched any other IO things. At all. Okay, wait, you're about to do... Oh, Motherload Mine. I was like, wait, what's the MLM? Draw with friends, but simple to start up and play. Oh, cool. I have Draw with Friends. I just picked it up when a friend was visiting, which is something we could dick around and do. However, it gets a bit, like, tedious, but, I don't know. It's just something pretty fun to play, to be honest. I'll give you that. Okay, where are my gloves? Do you have upstairs MLM unlocked? I'm getting there. I'm at 59, because I've got the full Prospector and I got the coal bag, but I have yet to get upstairs unlocked, which is your 72. Okay, this is going to be edit tags, smithing, ice gloves, edit tags, smithing. Where are my gold gloves? Up here for some reason. Edit tag, smithing. Why are the ice gloves down here? That doesn't make any sense. And the coal bag. I'm so confused. Goldsmithing is the exact, like, why would this be up here? But I'm gonna move those down there. I don't know why they'd be up there. That makes no sense to me. Ooh, just got upper today. Lucky. Working on it. I'm working on it. 59 out of 100. Okay, what am I doing? Need both of these. Oh, I'm DCing apparently. No, last time this happened, my stream died. Well, maybe goodbye. I got it. We're good. I think. Gotta read. I don't know if this is working right now or not. It says it's recording, but I have no idea if it actually is. I refreshed the stream. Okay, it looks like refreshing the stream brought it back, maybe? Okay. Cool. Yay. Now everybody can watch me smith gold. Right, most riveting thing possible. Oh, why do I... You only need one glove in your inventory at a time. Be wasteful of my time. Set it to all. Where am I going? Blast furnace, right? 358. I'll have to do one of those. Oh, that's the British one. Is there an American blast furnace? I think there is. Not that it really matters, but I have been having disconnect issues, so maybe I'll stick to a server that's slightly easier for me. There's the German blast furnace. Here we go, American blast furnace. That might be slightly better for my connectivity. Cadunes, did you already head to sleep on me? Blah, you're not an Iron Man or something? Just being sneaky about how crazy awesome your account is? Alright, good. I want to make sure you weren't passing out on me quite yet. I've already got permission. I just don't know if I have anything in the coffer. Coffer is empty. Rip. Oh, right, because it like auto reduces your money. I'm very bad account. Okay. I just wanted to make sure you're like, oh, you have one higher mining level than me, but I'm technically like an ultimate Iron Man or something like that. Just to, you know, rub it in. Alright. I gotta throw some money into this coffer. I could probably set up like screen markers or something like this. Alright, do you use Okay. Oh shit, I don't know when I'm gonna get that. Okay, there's the EXP tick. Just wanna make sure I don't like swap. Oh, right, the different interface now. Just wanna make sure I don't remove my gloves too quickly. I'm used to using OS Buddy. It had like sort of the balloon of EXP. It was a bit different from. Oh shit! See, I already swapped. Don't tell me I might have missed the EXP drop. I'm going. I'm screwing up already. Los Cielos. I don't know. You say not Spanish, but not buying it. Click, 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 click. These lazy dwarves are taking their sweet ass time. Is plus the name? Wait, my girlfriend is plus the name was taken in English, so fuck it. My GF is plus the name. I don't understand what that means. What do you mean? Plus the name. Oh, I see. I gotcha. Ugh, look at that hunter level. What is that hunter level? Come on. How are you expecting to pick up all those fairies with your hands? You gotta be able to go like just walk up to dragon fairies and snatch them out of the sky. Say that, but my hunter level is actually pretty low too. I hated hunter. It's garbage. But mine's higher, so I get to brag about it. And I pay for most of my bonds with farming, to be honest, as well. I started doing herb runs a lot, and I make like, I don't know, 600k a day just off of herb runs, so it's a bit of time, but it's, you know, my combat's too low, so I do that. Damn it. Oh my god, I'm not in the groove at all. I'm just screwing up all my clicks. To get Runite ore? Wow. What's your goal for Runite? Why do you want that? Just so we're clear here, Cadune's Runite is like top tier. At least it used to be. Apparently now there's like Amethyst. I don't know what the hell Amethyst is. I just looked and saw it, so there's that. But Runite is like the best armor. Might do Wildy Resource Arena and note it. Well, if you're going to do Wildy stuff, I think you can make it cheaper if you get Wildy Diaries. I'm not 100% certain, but I think some of them have to do with the Wildy Arena, or the Wildy, like, resource area. So I'd look into that, if you haven't yet. Ugh, this is going to take forever, especially with how poorly I'm clicking and doing things right now. Not in the zone. Not in the smithing zone. Just gotta make it like monotonous. Not even thinking. I just gotta get it down to muscle memory again. Oh really? I imagine the RuneScape streams you watched were doing cooler things than MLM and Blast Furnace, though, hey? I feel like most people don't watch streams that just gather. Like, I imagine people will be more interested when I go PvPing in, like, a week or something like that, but for now it's... See? Stupid bot just keeps on reposting that I'm doing this. Raiding and PKing, yeah. Nearly as entertaining as, you know, mining. This is basically... It goes like raiding, PKing, mining, and woodcutting, and herbalore. You know, this is the second, like third, maybe coolest thing to see. I bought a rune pouch off a guy, so technically I went into a PvP world and killed him just like the other day. So, I mean, right? It's basically top tier PKing. He didn't even fight back. I killed him so good. He was hitting zeros while I was DDS specking him. Didn't even know what hit him. PK, right, hitting my head against the wall mining. I mean, check out that wood cutting level though. I'm about to hit 95. That's where it's at. That's what I did some fishing today. I gained like 2 fishing levels because I needed the fishing levels for something. For like some diaries, because I'm trying to get the rest of the diaries done, like the hard ones. I'm pretty close to having all that done. I think most people use like stamina potions, but I just do the, you know, poor people build where I don't do anything that would involve spending even the slightest amount of money to increase my money gains. I'm just really lazy, to be honest. It's just I don't want to have to go into my inventory and click on it. You know, who clicks on things, right? Right. Man, this actually kind of sucks because I can see how slow this is going, and I don't have enough gold. And that means when I start doing adamantite and mithril, it's going to be about 5 times slower. So that's a thing. Oh man, I hate smithing. It's I'd rather do agi. Agi's slower and more click intensive, but I'd still just rather do it. It's more rewarding. You get, you know, better run speeds and stuff like that. Oh shit, see, my game's dying again. I don't know what the hell's happening. This didn't happen until just like an hour ago. We've had, what, 3 drops in a row now? Is this your fault, Kadoons? You're the hacker man known as 4chan, hacking my computer, destroying my internets. Hopefully the stream doesn't drop again. It's I don't know, never had this issue before. Alright, my stream is once again back online, and I'm sure the bot will post in my chat like in 2 more minutes saying that I'm now live, because it's stupid. I don't know what's up with my stream. This isn't like a usual occurrence at all. It's gotta be that hacker man known as 4chan. Also known as Kadoons, just screwing with everything. I know it couldn't be a kindred spirit. I am blah. He would never do me like that. You know, he knows the AFK skill grind. You can't know for sure until the bot tells you. It could all just be an optical illusion. I have no idea what the value of that bot is. Makes no sense to me. Alright, I think that's it for my gold. Now I'm on to smithing, coal bag. Keep wearing the icy gloves, and think the pattern for adamantite is fill and then coal again. Is there like a quick way to empty the coal bag? Cool. Looks like it's shift click. I done figured her out. Like a full run energy. I should probably start using that again, hey? And then I'd fill the coal bag again, because it's got to be 3 for 1, and then the adamantite ore. And this should work to fill 1 thing of adamantite. Oh, god damn it, I can't even do adamantite. Oh, I'm so smart. God damn it. Oh, I'm so sorry. God damn it. So that'll be mithril done, and then I'll already have loaded in another one. So I guess if I do 3 for every 2 I need, it's whatever. I guess I get like every other one I get 1 quicker or something. Damn it, I really wish I could do the adamantite. I imagine that would have been much quicker. Okay, fill coal bag, fill coal, inventory. Can I do that? How many can I load into here at once? Maybe like 4? Before it like overfills or something? Because technically I didn't really need to bring this last bit in. Because right now there's going to be 3 loaded. I'm going to grab another coal bag. Fill it. And then that'll put me at 4 so I could do a double mithril run. So I think it's like 2 normal runs and then a double mithril run. And then 2 coal runs and then a double mithril run type thing. 2 normal runs and double coal. Right? I think that makes sense. There should be enough coal in here to do another just straight mithril drop. But there's no reason to do just a straight mithril drop. You might as well always have the coal bag filled at least once. Right? So this will leave me, because normally I could just drop this and not have it. So this is going to put me back up to 1 still in there. Sorry, I don't know what I'm doing. So then, I guess this time I can do the double drop. I can do mithril again. If the way I thought this makes sense, and I'm not dead wrong. Oh, I forgot to shift click it. So now if I check this, Spencer's not getting any bars. Well, I know it doesn't contain bars. It should contain some coal, though. Whatever. It's almost in gold from platinum. Rip. I mean, I think I deranked from gold to bronze in PUBG playing with my friends. I just stopped caring about rank, so I mean, what's her stance on that? Hey, apparently I'm streaming, Cadoons. Just a heads up, just so you know, apparently I'm streaming. Now you know. What a good little bot. Oh. Really? Apparently. Shit. So I thought I had more coal, but apparently I only have as much coal as I thought I had. Wrong one. So I'm just gonna fill this and do another half thing of myth, just to cleanse it all out, I guess. I wish there was a way to see what I have in there. Oh, shit. No. Okay, there we go. I think that should make this another like half thing. She has 2 accounts. Doesn't the game cost money? Who has 2 accounts for this stuff? Dollar bills. She has 2 accounts. She cares about ranking on her main. That makes sense, but the one she lost 200 rating on, ouch. But not the second one. She actively trying to get into low bronze just to play games where everybody is retarded. I mean, that's smart. Like, if you still want to play the game and you're tilting. I mean, tilting is definitely a thing. I've been on massive losing streaks before in lots of games just because I was just like, I would tilt so hard. I don't tilt so much anymore, but I mean, it's still a thing that can affect you, but you just need to really take like a deep breath, take a step back and chillax, relax. But it's nice to have an alt you can just jump on and sort of, I mean, you can tilt yourself even further though if you're not careful, but especially if it's a smurf, especially though, it's a great way to sort of give yourself some bit of a boost psychologically. Okay, I want to do the calculator here. 2,000 myth. I don't have that much. Wow, smithing has got to be the worst thing in the world to level up. This is absurd. Technically, you can do it at like a profit, but still, not a cool game. This should actually work. What's your right? Okay. Note to self: fix how I do this. What's your MMR? Are you up in plat with her? Oh no, my stream's dying again. Okay, you know, I might just call this as I'm getting too annoyed at this. My connection at the moment. I might need to do another like modem restart or something tomorrow. I don't like having to do that because it ends up just introducing so many more errors and problems into this stupid thing. We've got just such a shitty modem. It's good, and we pay for really good internet, so this shouldn't be a thing that's happening. So my kilobits would drop down. I don't know if the stream fully died, but I definitely saw my... it might have introduced some latency or something into it at some point. Did I just double coal? I don't know if I just double coaled, and I'm just going to waste some time here. Paying so little attention because I was watching my stream go into the red again. 1.2k gold at the moment. I've lost 100 from my placement. Now she's trying to drop it. Yeah, probably don't want to play too much with her if she's actively trying to tank her account. Wait, what? Is there ore there? Huh. I have to go buy some coal, I think. That's not bad at all. I don't know, I find the game too frustrating to manage. It's just, I don't know, I can't enjoy it. I think I enjoyed TF2 more than I enjoyed Overwatch. And I never even enjoyed TF2 that much either. So you can't play with her on her ult, and you can't play with her on her main, though. I feel like that's... I mean, you're at a lose-lose situation there, then, for being able to play together with each other. But I guess you got your own games at the moment. Your, whatever that game was called, your free-to-play one. I don't know, I'm just going to do coal again. I have no idea what I need for... I have no idea what's in there. Maybe you have to check the melting pot to see what ores you have inside of it at the moment. Or maybe that just tells you like the temperature. I don't know. Check the melting pot, see what it tells me. So I got 54 coal. So that's 2 loads of coal. So perfect. Ladder anxiety. I had that a bit in Dota 2, especially after I went to China and I played on my account, and I just wasn't used to like the Southeast Asia meta, and I just got eaten alive, and I just dropped a ton of rating, and then I just stopped caring. After I drop a bunch, I tend to just say fuck it and just give up on it. I dropped a bunch in HOTS, and it's just too much of a pain in my ass to gain in that game. It's too much effort. And I'd have an easier time gaining probably on my alt now than I do on my main, because I lost so much from playing from people who are of lower skill level, like playing with Kitch so much. I guarantee I just nuked my ratings. So, yeah. I don't know. I find now that I just sort of have I like to play games. Like, I'd like to be able to play some games more competitively. But at the moment, I'm at very much a point where I don't have people to play with competitively. And you really need to have, like, trying to solo queue any game competitively is just a massive pain in the ass. There's no consistency to it. Like, you can definitely win, a larger amount of your games, but you need to be able to sink in on an unproportionately large amount of time to get anywhere, because you still are losing more games than if you had like a full stack of competitively viable players. Shit. There's my game again. Stream will be dying seconds later or at the same time. Yeah, it looks like it might be dying simultaneously. Can't quite tell, but yeah. Was that a myth run or a double coal run? Looks like it was a double coal run. Ugh, yeah, I have no idea. Okay, so the stream should be back online eventually now, but I think it was offline for half of what I was saying. I was talking about, oh yeah, because you specified people I know. So I was saying, yeah, most of the time, that's the only way really to interpret that. But I guess there was I used to do StarCraft 2 solo queues a bit. I played StarCraft 2 competitively before any of not like professionally competitively, but I did the ladder with friends, and I did it solo and stuff like that. I did mostly cheese strats when I did solo, though, because I'd played always random, and then you would never know if you're going to get like a Reaper rush with a Rax behind your mineral line, or if you were going to get, a cannon rush in your base, or if all of a sudden you're going to get like a 6 pool lings into you or something like that. I mostly just cheesed people, because playing random, they had no idea what strategy was coming after them, and then they'd have to waste their precious time scouting me out, and that time they're already dead. But yeah, predominantly it's, when you're playing with teammates, if you believe them to be competent players, then you can have a much less anxiety. But the biggest problem is when I play with my friends is communication. So many of the friends I play with just don't communicate. It feels like I'm the one who's doing the shot calling. Like, my goddamn gaming name is Mute. I don't want to be constantly. I'm gonna double call it. I feel like I'd probably screwed if I don't. I don't need to be in a leader position. I don't need to be the shot caller, but I don't want to be exactly, but I'm capable of it. Like, I prefer to be like sort of. I'd prefer to not always take over the leadership role, but it seems with unfortunately with a lot of my friends, none of them are either, especially now, none of them are super well knowledged in the games, and they don't know the metas tons most of the time, and they don't really make the shot calls. Like, when it comes to HOTS, Sam is Faux Pas, who I play with. He knows what he's doing for sure, but he still doesn't really communicate super well or shot call or anything like that, so it still leaves it up to sort of me to try to say rotations and MIA calls and stuff like that. And that's kind of a big pain in my ass. I would just like to just be another player. Yeah, like, communication is a huge thing. You can watch like pro testimonials and stuff like that from like any game, MOBAs or Counter-Strike. Like, I watch lots of Counter-Strike, professional Counter-Strike, and lots of professional Dota 2. I watch tons of just RTS pro games, because it's what I find interesting. I don't know. I probably need to do a double call again, but I'm not. I figured it out. Oh, hey, apparently I'm streaming again. But yeah, communication is super key. It's something that a lot of like rookies are really lacking that the pros have, and they need to work on like communication skills and stuff like that. And I feel like that's definitely something I try to work on a lot. But that my friends are also very lacking. It's something I notice a lot. Like, when I play PUBG, like, I'm trying to get my friends to call out numbers quickly, and then call out distances, and then call out like objects that they're at and stuff like that. It's just like try to, oh shit, definitely a double call run. Yeah, it's super important. Like, saying what you're building, what you see, and stuff like that in like an RTS or in a MOBA, right? Definitely calling MIAs is super crucial. Calling out, alt cooldowns. Like in League of Legends, the instant somebody uses like a flash or something like that, you punch in F and then like the timer, right? So like when it's either cast or what the cooldown is, like when it'll be available again. Lots of the time, if you like, if an alt's cast, I like to tell like a big alt is used in like Dota or something like that. You'll say like, oh, RP cooldown, and then you'll say like it'll be available in 2 more minutes time. So this is like, we've got 2 minutes of trying to like push high ground or something like that. Like, yeah, like, knowing the mechanics and then keeping everybody on your team informed of them is, I don't know, super key. But it's really like, I don't know, when I was originally playing Dota tons and I was getting into the higher brackets, you started seeing a lot more communication by contrast to what you're seeing nowadays. Nowadays that I play in like shittier tiers, and it's unfortunate. I'm just gonna keep on doing double call runs. Anyway, Cadoons, before my stream cuts out again, because it seems like it's an every 5-minute type thing, I think I'm actually just gonna bail on you. I'll let you go to sleep, and I'm going to download and watch a film and continue smithing. It's probably not that entertaining anyway, visually at least. Hopefully the conversation has been enjoyable on your end. I've been enjoying it, but the constant interruptions of the stream dying is killing me. So I think I'm gonna dip out, and I'll talk to you maybe tomorrow or something. I don't know what I'm doing. I have no plans, but I'll probably be at home on the computer. I'm definitely tomorrow 100% sending out some job applications, so I might be on a bit later because I want to do that before I start up my stream, because then I just stream and stream and stream and stream. But yeah, so hopefully I'll be up before you fall asleep or something like that. Who knows when that'll happen. But yeah, for now, for tonight, I'm gonna bail and disappear on you. So have yourself a good night. Hopefully you can fall asleep sometime before your girlfriend wakes up. You know, and I'll talk to you later then. So yeah, throw it up to my amazing, beautiful, full camera face ending, and repeat myself again because, you know, that's how we do. Oh shit! I only got almost have max run speed. All right, I'm paying attention. Who said I wasn't paying attention? Double cold yellow styles. All right. Yep. Peace out, pal. Have yourselves a good night. Thanks for chilling, chatting, hanging out, as always. See you later. Good night, good day, you know, the whole thing. Kit and caboodle.